All right, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Oh, all right, is this better?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you put a one in chat if you guys can hear?
Okay. All right. Yeah, my voice is very tiny, y'all. So, I hope you guys. This is very
We can
tiny.
hear you.
So, yeah. So Facebook, I seen him on Facebook, but then when I saw him on Instagram, my homeboy Davion was cool with him doing music with him, and he introduced me to him. And after that, I was looking and I was watching, and I was like, okay, cool. He seemed like a cool person. But then I got tied up with doing a project, and so I never went back around him. Then I ended up seeing, right, no, it's horrible. I'm sorry. That is that. I just don't understand what people see in his music. But yeah. So I was. Huh.
Wait a minute. Slide the comments. Don't answer any questions in the comments. We do Q&A afterwards. Okay, baby?
Okay.
So just slide them over because we want to get into this. Okay, yeah, we got to get into this. Okay.
Okay. And so after that, I got introduced to Bigo, and that's when I like truly. He saw me. We were talking. He inboxed me, and he was all like, "You're very interesting." He was like, "I'm glad you came over here. We're gonna have to link up." And yeah, from then, that's when we started linking up. Yeah, we text that very next day, and he was just flirting, and I was all like, yeah, it's best to reach me here because I don't check my Bigo messages like that. And he was just flirting and talking to me, talking about we should link up, and um, then he ended up going live, and I was on his live, just talking, chilling. Ew. Hold on.
Okay. So her first encounter, somebody introduced them. We're going to do a recap really quick. She has her kids in the background. So somebody introduced them. They exchanged phone numbers. I'm reading the comments, y'all, by the way. I've already kicked out 5 people. Okay. And okay, that girl, I'm gonna bring that up.
Hey, all right, I'm back.
Okay. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. So you
And
guys had your
so
first encounter.
yeah, we had our
Mm-hmm.
first encounter, and then about a week later, he was all like, "Hey, we should link up." And then I was like, "Okay, well, where do you want to go? Like, where do you want to go? Let's link up." Because at first he was talking about how he want to talk about business, and so he mentioned this lounge spot. First, Armani was supposed to come with him, but then he was all like, "Yeah, he's gonna go drop off Armani," and I was like, why are you dropping off our money? Because isn't that your girl? She's supposed to be coming. Well, he was like, he just wanted, she was sleepy and she didn't want to be there. And so we ended up linking and going to this one spot. It's like a hookah lounge spot. It's a spot that where we always was with each other. Like every time that him and I and the girls would go out, we would go there.
Okay. Do you have any text
Hold on.
message conversations between the two of you guys?
Well,
Any text messages?
I did, but remember I told you I deleted it because my fiance, he would always try to, and I didn't want him to go and try to do something to him and take his head off. I don't know. I was protecting
Okay.
like a dumbass.
Okay. So you guys had your first encounter. You guys started going to the hookah lounge, and so you were with your fiance at the time.
Yes, I was.
Okay. So how were your how was your encounters at the hookah lounge? Were they fun? You know, explain to me. Take me into as if I were there. What the experience was like dealing with him, you and him.
Well, it was because now remind you, we were supposed to link up to talk about business. Because I don't know if anybody remember, like when he went live, he was showing me off to everyone. He was like, "Yeah, she's a singer. We're about to do business together. I might have her put her in some of my drip merch and all that." And I was like, "Oh, hey, it's a pleasure to meet you." But then I started noticing, like, he even called Boss Life over the phone when we got off the live, and he called Boss Life to introduce me, and I was like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing?" And he was all like, "Yeah, she was supposed to be out here, but she fucked up, so she can't be out here no more." That was like a first red flag, shall I say, when he said that she fucked up, so she can't be out here anymore. And he
Mm-hmm.
was all like, "But if she behaves herself, I'll let her back out here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Now, mind you, I'm a little tipsy. And I've noticed that he just kept on saying, "Hey, drink up, drink up." And I remember he said that he doesn't drink, but yeah, he was drinking. So that's another red flag right there because why lie? Why lie about drinking? So I had went to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden when I got back, that's when he was all like, he wants to get off alive. And I was like, "What? Okay."
Mm-hmm.
And so we were drinking, and then like I became like overly drunk after that drink. I don't know what the hell was going on, but I became overly drunk, and I was all like, "Yeah." He was like, "Hey, you wanna leave? You wanna go somewhere?" And I was like, "Yeah, we could leave. Come on."
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm listening. Are you okay, baby? Okay. Let her take a breather, you guys. Production, if you're in here, put a one. We need this on record. We need this on record because I believe we got a problem. Cupid, record this, please. I didn't know this, y'all. This is taking me by surprise. Give her a minute. Please give her a minute. Please give her a minute. Oh, 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 oh. Trina, just take a slow
So
breath. Calm down, baby. It's okay. I'm right here with you.
so we go, and he pulls into this park. Now, mind you, I'm like a little overly drunk, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So we go, and he was like, he just wanted to get out of the loud music so we could have some private time to talk. We get out the car, and he was like, "Yeah, come on over here." And I went over there, and he started like kissing all on my neck and start doing things and pulling my pants down. It was like it's not even a pants. I had on this jumpsuit. It was a see-through jumpsuit, and he was pulling that down. And I was like, "Wait, wait, wait, no, 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 no!" And he started putting his mouth on, trying to eat my ass. And I was like, "No, wait, 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 no, no, no!" And then he ended up putting his dick in me, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I immediately grabbed my shit. And I was like, wait, 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 wait. And, I'm drunk, and I'm like, hold on, wait, no, 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 wait. You don't even have a condom. Like, I'm trying to still, because I'm realizing what's going on, and I'm like, you don't even have a condom.
Oh my God.
Mm.
What the fuck? Wow. What the fuck?
All right, baby, take a breather. Take a breather. Take a breather.
Gross.
Take your time.
This nigga is
We
sick.
are in no rush. We are in no rush. Drink some water, take a shot, whatever you need to do. I am so sorry. I did not know this, y'all. I didn't know this, y'all. I didn't know this, y'all. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. I didn't Oh fuck. Calm down. I'm gonna try to stay as calm as possible because I'm upset a little bit.
Yeah, she should have told her that she was gonna talk about this because this is so. It's so much. It's so fucking much.
Trina, it's okay, baby. It's not okay what he did, but you're going to be okay. Okay? Just take a breather.
Um,
Hmm.
was stroking, and I was like, wait, wait, no, you don't even got, like, I'm this point, I'm like, shit, I need to find any way to get up out of here. Leave. Mama, don't worry. You have tears in your eyes. Don't worry. You need to go out, baby. Give me a second, okay, Poo Poo?
My God.
I'll let you stay up for a little
Child.
bit longer, okay? Just give me. Yeah, go ahead. But where you going with fly by. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Close the door all the way.
Oh my God.
Thank
Not
you.
the baby.
All right.
Not the
And
fucking baby.
I was like, I need to get up out of here. I need to find a way. I was like, oh shit, hold on. I hear my phone. There was no way that I could hear my phone because he had his music on, and my phone was in my car. So I was like, oh shit, I hear my phone. I'm trying to quickly walk away, but he's following me, and I'm pulling up my clothes. And he was like, but just come back, come back. I was like, no, no, no. And I was like, I think that's my kids. So I pretend to have a call, and he walks back over to the car, and I pretend to have a call, and I was all like, oh, okay, I'm doing the emotions, and I was all like, okay, I'm coming now. So I tell him I didn't even walk back over to him. I stayed in the car. I was like, hey, I gotta go. I gotta leave. And he was all like, oh, you gotta go? Okay, fine, fine. Mind you, I don't know how we got in there, how to get away. I was so fucked up to the point I just started just driving because I didn't know how we got up in there. And it was so fucking dark. And so I'm driving, and there's something, I was like, you know what? GPS. So it took me like 15 minutes just to be able to put my address into GPS. I didn't even go to my house. Ended up going to my mom's house. But once I got away and I drove, I stopped, I pulled over, and I busted out crying because I was all like, did that just fucking happen? How am I going to tell my fiance? I don't know how to break this down. So it's just crazy. My fiance ended up calling me. He was all like, what's wrong? And I was like, what you mean what's wrong? He was all like, I felt something. What's wrong? I said, nothing. I'm okay. He was like, are you still out with them? And I was all like, no, I'm heading home. I ended up lying to my fiance, but he knew something was off. So let's fast forward. I protected TK. I didn't say anything. He asked me to do the poly auditions, and then he wanted to go out for my birthday. And I was all like, well, are you bringing the girls?
Wait a minute.
You
Hold
went
on.
out. You was agreeing to go
I'm
back out.
sorry, but let me take it back a little bit. I need to take it back. So you were in a relationship with the man that you're in now, and you protected him
I
of
protected
your situation.
I protected TK. I apologize. Hold on.
TKO because
Hold on. I apologize. Hold on. Ava, what are you doing? Okay, yeah. Don't hold on. I
give her a minute,
apologize.
you guys.
I don't want to say that in front of my babies. Um,
I know, baby. I know.
I was protecting TKO. I was being because I was just like, you know, he wanted to do some business with me. I was being dumb as fuck because also you got to remember I was drunk and I was like, did it really happen or didn't it happen? Like
Were
maybe
you
I'm
in
just
shock?
bugging. Right. I was fighting myself. I was
You were in
fighting
shock.
myself. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so every time, I don't know if y'all noticed, but every time that we would go out after that, I would make sure the girls was with us.
You did.
And
You
if
absolutely did.
and if the girls wasn't with us, I wouldn't go. So
I got one other question. Do you think he put something in your drink?
I'm thinking so because it was like I was cool. I could drink 5 shots of Henny and not be overly that fucked up because I know how to space my stuff out and drink Red Bull and be cool. But it was like that third shot, something was off. Something was completely
So,
off.
because you're a drinker. You do drink, right?
Yeah, I drink here and there. Yeah.
Did you ever leave anything that you were drinking? Did you ever leave it with him, or did you turn your back
I went to
without
the back.
seeing it?
I went
You
to the
went to the
bathroom.
bathroom and left your drink there. God damn it.
I
Okay.
went to the bathroom.
Okay.
So when I came back, everything. I'll answer that when we get to the Q&A.
No. We're gonna slide over. We're gonna slide the comments over. We not this is me and you. Me and you. Okay? Two sisters talking. Okay? And I'm here to uplift and support you when you hurting. I'm here, okay? I'm here. It's gonna be okay, okay? I promise you. And we're gonna talk on the back end because there's some things I need you to do. And if you need me to do it with you, I will do this with you. Because right now, baby, I'm on fire. And this is something, this is the reason why I started my platform. It started with the cult members and it trickled on down. And I'm here to support you as much as I can because I've been through the same thing. So we're yes, he could have put something in your drink. That's number one, you stated. Number two, I believe you stated that you've drank this same amount before, but this time around you felt a little different. Is that correct?
Right. After that third shot, I was
It was
completely in. He was like, come on, let's go. Let's get up out of here. You want to go somewhere else? And I was like, okay. But then when he started driving around and we went to this dark spot, it was like a park or something. It was dark as hell, but y'all know about that part.
okay. Were you in LA or were you in Vegas?
Out here in Vegas.
So you were in Vegas at that time. Okay. So you guys wait a minute. So y'all was going to the hookah lounge in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the Champagne Lounge? Where did I have my birthday party at, Mika?
The fucked up part about it is I really don't remember the name of that hookah lounge, but I know it's off of
Flamingo.
is it Flamingo? Or is this
It's
not?
Flamingo. Splash. It was
No, it's not.
Splash.
Yeah, but
It's
we
not. Are
didn't
you
go to
sure?
Splash. Yeah, because I know where
Okay.
Splash is. Yeah, this one was like past the strip. It was past the strip. Like
I know where every hookah lounge is at in Vegas. No motherfucking cap. Blue Flame
Mhm.
is not a hookah lounge.
No, it's not
Blue
Blue
Flame
Flame.
is not a hookah lounge, y'all. Okay, well, okay, we're gonna move past that. So he must. Wait a minute. My wait was where did my little cousin work at? Um, the one Crave, was it Crave?
No, Crave is off of Decatur, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
yeah they closed. They closed Crave. Crave is no longer open. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, no.
we're not gonna get
Um,
into that. Okay, so the park wasn't too far from the hookah lounge, is what you remember?
right, right. We drove,
Okay.
and then he took me into
Love
this
Lounge.
dark
They said it's
area.
called Love Lounge. Love
Oh,
LUV
that's what it's
Lounge. Love.
called. I think
That's what
that
they
is
said.
it. It
He
sounds
must have
familiar.
took somebody else there. Why is
Yeah,
Tambra here? Because the art house. Tambra said it's art because I believe Tambra, like everybody else, is waking up. Okay? And I'm gonna allow her to sit here because she's a woman and she needs to hear it. I'm not kicking her out because you know what? These are my sisters and I'm not fighting them. They can fight me, but I'm here to bring it to them and they can decide on what they want to do at that point. Okay? Thank you, Tambra. Tambra says she believes you and she loves you.
love you too.
We all know you're telling the truth because, baby, I have the gift of discernment and I can read energy. I can feel it. I can feel your energy. I know you're not lying. Before you even got on here, somebody said, "Why is she rocking?" I said, "Oh, well, she does that." But I wasn't reading your because I was, dealing. But now I'm reading your body language. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's finish. Let's finish because I don't want to get. Okay, so that incident happened. Now, after that happened, did you go home after because you were trying to get out the park? You were saying.
Yeah, I got out. I finally got out the park because I ended up. It took me like 15 minutes just to put my address in the fucking GPS. I didn't even go to my house. I went to my mom's house, and so I ended up pulling over, and my fiance called me talking about, "You okay? What's wrong?" I'm like, "What you mean? What's wrong?" He was like, "I felt like something is wrong. You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." He was all like, "Are you still with them?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm heading to my mom's." He was like, "Oh, okay." He was all like, well, call me when you make it home." And I was like, "Okay." So I finally get, Lord knows, I don't know how I got to my mom's house because she stayed closer than where I stayed. Like I stayed from where I was, I stay about 50 minutes away. And so
Okay.
I sat there, I got to the house. Let's fast forward.
Let me ask one more question about that. Why didn't your husband go with you to the hookah lounge?
He's out of town. He was in Indiana.
He was in Indiana, so he wasn't.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
my
Okay,
fiance.
so you go to your mom's house
Yeah,
I'm
at that
I
sorry.
go.
time. Let's go
Yeah,
from there.
This is
I
crazy.
took a
This is
little
ridiculous.
shower real quick because I usually like to take baths, but I was so out of it. I quickly took a shower, hopped into bed butt ass naked, and so I went to sleep. And like that next day, I wasn't feeling too well. Like I was feeling icky, and then I woke up to a text, and he was like, "Hey, you good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." So fast forward, my birthday. He wanted to go out, and I was all like, "Yeah, you're gonna bring the girls," and cause I could get entrance and entry in, and he was like, "Yeah, he's gonna bring the girls," which is Armani and Boss Life. Boss Life had
Mm-hmm.
finally came into town, and which is crazy to me because he was just like telling me that she fucked up and
I
she
remember that.
couldn't be here no more. Like, and then all of a sudden now she's here. So
Right, right.
um we're there and we're chilling, and I couldn't get into anything. I really couldn't. Like, yeah, we're supposed to be
Let's,
celebrating
let's,
my birth. Hmm?
No. I'm talking to the comments. I'm telling them, let's listen because you guys have to pay attention to what she's saying to you. Read her body language. Listen to what she's telling you guys, okay? That's why we're doing this. Come on, baby. Go ahead,
So
finish talking.
I couldn't even get into it. Like, I really didn't feel comfortable. So I ended my night early. I was like, hey, I gotta go. And then he was all like, we're gonna go to, what's that fucking place called? The Pepper Mill. The Pepper Mill.
Yes, yes.
And
That's my favorite.
I was all like, oh, okay, yeah, we could go. He was like, cause he's gonna pay for the dinner and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. We went there. And it was like the way he kept on talking to Boss Life. It was
Degrading?
like degrading. Like any second,
Like he was her father.
like right, and like any second, if she keep on talking, he was gonna reach over and smack the hell out of her. And I was sitting there like looking, feeling even more uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, yeah. He was like, you want to come to the house? No, I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. And so, you know, I was still trying to keep it cool. I was being dumb as fuck because he has a way of.
Go ahead.
He has a way of
Manipulating.
yeah, like talking to you and making you feel like,
Smoothing
maybe
everything out like
bugging.
it's okay, baby. It's okay.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and
It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
it was just this, and we was
Gag order. Everybody said that.
So it comes to was the poly auditions before the photo shoot or was it after? No, it was after. The poly audition was after the photo shoot. So it comes up to the photo shoot. He was all like, mind you, before this, he kept on trying to rewind. Some things I forced myself to forget. So this was okay. Wait. This part that I was about to mention is after the photo shoot. Okay, so let's go to the photo shoot. So he asked me, and I was like, okay, yeah. And I was like, you want me to come and be a part of it, or just come in? And he was all like, yeah. So I guess you could say, to a certain extent, like now I'm like, I need to be around to protect the girls, but at the same time, I don't know. It was just weird. Like I kept on saying okay to him. I kept on saying okay, and every time I would just watch and make sure everything was good. So we had caught like a flat, and he was all like, "Hey, I need you to come pick me up." I said, "Okay." So I go and pick him up and the girls, and he already had an issue with Boss Life. Boss Life had an issue with him. And I was like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. Like, he's constantly just giving her like that attitude. And Armani, she was at the same time giving Boss Life that attitude. I honestly think Armani didn't. Right. I honestly think Armani didn't like Boss Life. I truly do. So we're at the photo shoot, and I'm asking him, I'm like, hey, what shoes are we going to wear? Like, do you want us to do this? He didn't give a fuck about how we look. But he had to make sure he had his chains on. He had to make sure that he was looking good. And he was like, and y'all better not drink this. We got to be serious. And there's nobody can drink. And I'm like, why is he trying to control like, this is supposed to be something fun. So I'm looking and he's like, he got himself together, but I don't know if y'all saw the pictures. We looked a hot ass mess, but he was well put together. He had his chains, he had his hair done, had his shoes. He was looking good. We were looking a hot ass mess, no bras. Fucking PND had on sandals. Boss Life had on sneakers. I had on heels, and so did Armani have on heels. And the one thing I will say is that everybody's makeup, it looked good. Everybody had their makeup done. Everybody's hair was done. But it was like everything else after that, like, that was another flag. You could tell his ass just didn't give a fuck about the women. He only gave a fuck about him. So when
That
we
sounds.
sit in, hmm?
That sounds like him, baby. Go ahead.
So when we're sitting there doing the photo shoot, I don't know what happened when he pulled PND to the side, but all of a sudden PND didn't want to do the rest of the photo shoot. I don't know if people peeped that, but at first it was all four of us. Then it was down to three of us doing the photo shoot, and she just said, "F it." She sat on the sideline. But Boss Life as well, she was all like giving him attitude when we were sitting there trying to when they had all of us standing around him. He was all like, "Y'all supposed to be doing this to me." Not that, but then he'll remember that he's on the camera because he had we had our lives on, and all of a sudden he was all like it was a switch. And he was all like, because we got to look professional. We got to and we need to uplift everybody so that they have confidence. And I'm like, that was like night and day. That's crazy to me. So the photo shoot came to an end because certain attitudes were going on. And he was like, that's it. We're ending it. So the photo shoot came to an end. Then he was like, you know what? Let's just all get drinks. And let's all go to the house, have a pre-turn up, and then we're going to go out. And so I was like, okay. He was like, and the girls, they was like, yeah, Trina, come. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll come. So we stopped at the store. First, we stopped at the store, and I was like, do you want to get your car? He was like, no, I'm going to leave it there because we got to have the towing truck come and get it and help change the tires. So I was like, okay. We finally get to the house, and I was all like, oh, okay, nice. I said, is there somewhere where I could change? And nobody said anything. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait. Mind you, I had like a little bottle of Henny on me because they had grabbed some damn Four Locos. I don't do Four Locos. That shit will. And I had to bring my own cup because I remembered what happened before. I brought my own liquor and I wasn't about to allow for that shit to happen again. So I had my own, and he was talking to me about different business avenues and stuff. And we were talking. Boss Life come down and said, so do y'all want me to cook or not? Like, what do you guys want? Do you want to cook or we going to go out? And he was like, I know you just saw we were talking. You ain't going to say, excuse me. She was all like, but I was just asking you guys, what do you guys want? Like, do you want me to cook or we going to go? He was all like, but I just told you. You didn't see that we're fucking talking? And next you know, they're getting into it. And she said, I just said, I want to know what you guys want because I'm the one that got to cook. He got up and walked over to her. He said, what the fuck did I just say? And I was like, okay, this is getting uncomfortable. So she immediately put her head down and started walking around him to come down and go by the couch. He come back to my side and he stands over here. He didn't sit. Did he sit back down? Yeah, he sat back down. Mm-hmm. And those two, like, he's just going off on her, going off on her, going off on her. And I'm like, girl, just please say, like, you're sorry. Excuse me. Like, I'm just like, I'm getting like extra, I'm getting nervous at this time. And I'm like, please just, like, stop fighting it back. And so he sat here and, sorry. He sat here and he stood up because at first she was talking and then he stood up and go stand over her. She sat back down. She's looking down and she's like, I'm sorry. I said, I was just trying to figure out. I truly apologize. And he was like, no, because you don't never fucking understand. Like, do we got to go through what we went through the other day? Like, we just went through this. And he came and he sat down and she was, she really wasn't talking, but she was like, say certain things here and there. And then all of a sudden he said, yo, can I talk to you upstairs? Hmm.
It's okay, baby. It's all right. Take your time. Remember, you're helping other women out. You are definitely doing a good job. And you are definitely helping other women out. And I appreciate you for this because you didn't have to do this. There's a lot of women that need to hear this. So just take a deep breath. Drink some water if you need to. If you need to take a shot. If we need to take a break, we can do that, baby. Whatever we need to do. Okay, if you need to take a puff of a cigarette, I don't know if you smoke, or whatever you need to do, just take a breather. So I know you're trying to remember and tell the story, and that's why I'm not interrupting you. Let me tell you guys something while she's taking a break. I want to apologize. I was finishing her sentence, finishing, y'all, I'm tongue-tied because I'm upset. I was finishing her sentences for her because you guys don't know that this is triggering probably not just me, but a lot of women in this app. And when I get frustrated, mad, or upset, this is what I do. It's a reaction. So I'm not perfect, and I don't pretend to be perfect, but I'm apologizing to you guys because I know you guys do want to hear what she has to say. And if I interrupted her while she was speaking, and you guys didn't hear something that she said, it'll be on YouTube. You guys can go back and check it on YouTube, okay? But I apologize, okay? Because this is important, okay?
She goes upstairs and he follows her. Mind you, his son is there.
It's okay, baby.
He indeed.
I'm gonna turn the lotteries off real quick. Go ahead, baby.
He indeed is sitting on the right side of me. Sitting across, but on the right. Sitting across. I don't know her from Adam and Eve. Hold on. No.
Okay, I am. Give me 1 minute, baby. You take a minute. Tell me how to disable the lottery, you guys, real quick, please. Thank you, baby. I love you guys. How do I disable the lottery? How do I disable the lottery? Okay, so when it finishes, I can disable it? Okay. Because Normally I wouldn't care about the lottery, but this is such a serious situation. We're not doing this. You know. Okay. So let me watch the time on it. The person who threw it, let me make sure that they're kicked. Because that's childish as fuck. Like, y'all gotta have something better to do. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, Trina B. Let me fix this real quick because I don't want you disturbed by that.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm constantly telling them to leave out. They
Okay.
keep on unlocking the door.
I'm looking for her. Hold on. Go ahead, baby. Whenever you want to continue, you can continue. I'm just gonna I'm adjusting a few things so we don't have any more disruptions. That's all.
Okay.
All
And
right.
so she goes upstairs into the room. He goes in, and all you hear is whop, boom, and her go, ah.
Oh my God.
And I looked up, and I looked at PND. I don't know, PND from Adam Eve. I'm like, what's going on? I already know what's going on, but I'm fighting myself in my head. I'm looking up, I'm looking around. I'm like, what do I do? Should I just go in there? What should I do? I'm like really fighting with myself because, mind you, I've been through abuse as well. So a part of me is like chickening out. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was all like, I just don't want to go through the shit that I've been through. And then he already did what he did to me. So I don't know
So
what to
you
do.
just scared.
Right. So I'm sitting there and all you hear is, boom, bah, doom, 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 doom. And I'm like, what's going on? And all of a sudden you hear something go, coom. And I think that was when the phone was thrown down or something. And now you hear them going back and forth, and she's yelling at him, he's yelling at her. The sun comes out, and no, 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 no. They're not yelling yet. He's doing what he's doing to her. Armani quickly comes out. Before Armani comes out, I go upstairs and I'm trying to listen because I'm like, I should just go in there. So I go into the bathroom, I change my clothes, and I'm trying to see what's going on. And it got real quiet. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just bugging. It's not what I think it was. So I go back downstairs and I sit down and I'm drinking my drink. Next, you hear another thing go, whoa. Here come my mommy. She comes out of her room and then she goes in there. She was all like, are you fucking crazy? Like, stop. I'm guessing she was getting in between the two to stop them from fighting. Now all three of them is going at it. Boss Life is going off on Armani and TKO. TKO is like, yeah, you're going to have to get the fuck out. He's telling her to leave and all that, but every time she tried to leave out, he's like, get your ass back over here. No, you're not leaving. You're going to leave me. I know you ain't going to leave me. Well, I got to kill myself for you to fucking stay. Like, he started to do this manipulation tactic. And then the sun came down. So now my mind is focused on the sun because I'm like, he shouldn't have to go through this or hear this. And I'm like, he was all like, hey, what's going on? You could see the worry in his eyes. And I'm sitting there, I was all like, oh, I don't know. I think they just playing around. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I didn't want him to, I was protecting him. I didn't want him to worry because he had so much worry in his eyes. And then I didn't want him to go up in there and then what if it's just from all my trauma. I should have
Hold on, baby. I got one question. Is this the
Mm-hmm.
same incident that Boss Life was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The same incident that he just got probation for, anger management for.
Is that what when he went to court about her? If so, then yeah, because
Yeah.
it was two separate times. This time the cops wasn't called. Yeah,
Okay, this time the cops wasn't called. So this is when
yeah.
this is the incident she described when she said he broke the bottle in the kitchen,
No,
or when he broke
the bottle was the second incident.
okay, so in this incident, he said, what do I have to do? Kill myself?
Yeah, he was telling her, "What do I got to do? Kill myself?" Like he kept on. 1 second he was saying, "You got to go." The next second, when she was like, "I'm leaving," he was saying, "No, your ass is staying." What do I got to kill myself? Like he started doing all this manipulation tactics, like to get in her head. And my silly ass, I'm just like, I didn't go up there. I didn't protect her. I started getting scared. Then when she finally came down with her bags, I was like, "You want me to put this in my trunk?" He was like, "No, Trina, you don't get up and put it in there. She's gonna, if she want to leave, she's gonna have to put it up in there herself." And I was all like, "But maybe we should help her because it's a lot of stuff." And
She froze, you guys. Hold on, give her a minute. It don't matter. We'll be okay, you guys. We'll be okay. Mm-hmm. We gonna get to it, you guys. Give her a minute. Her phone. I know. And for those of you guys that think that this is a joke, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Karma's a motherfucker. And believe you me, this can happen to you or somebody in your family. Okay? People always want to make it a joke till it happens to them. Absolutely. It's always a joke. We got 47 seconds on the lottery. Thank you, baby. I'm watching it. We got 38. Okay, so once it ends, what do you guys need me to do? Okay, she dropped. Okay, Choice, I'm going to drop you down. Down. All right. We got 8 seconds. Okay. Give me a minute. All right. Okay, so right here.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to get up there. I don't know how I got
It's
up
okay,
here.
baby.
Okay, so
It's okay. It's okay. All right. So I believe I turned it off. Yeah, I turned it off. There we go. I know she's back. I was taking care of something. Give me a minute, you guys. Let me lock the box. I have to lock the box because people keep jumping in the queue. Okay? And then we're going to close this out, accept this, and I'm going to let her up. Okay? And then we'll switch her back to the big box. And there we go.
sorry, my phone died. So
All right. It's
every
okay, babe.
time
Take your time.
that every time that her bag, when she was like, she's ready to go. And I was like, well, do you want to, like, I'm trying to on the slide help her because he's like, no, don't help her. She's going to have to do all of this on her own. And I was like, well, do you want to call a hotel because to see instead of going out there and then you possibly don't have nowhere. So you want to call. And she was all like, no, I just want to go. And I was like, well, and PND was all like, well, she could come to my house. I was like, okay, cool. So she could come to your house. So I was like, all right, so come on. I'm walking outside and I'm unlocking my car. And he was like, yeah, make her grab or to put all her stuff up. So as I'm slowly but surely grabbing, sneaking some of her shit to put it in my bag, in the back of my trunk, he's coming up to me and he was all like, yeah, she threw my phone on the floor. Like he's really trying to put me against her, talking about some, yeah, she said I hit her, but I never hit her. And she was the one that was hitting me. She's the one that, I had to restrain her and hold her against the wall. And I was like, oh, so that's what that noise was? I was like, because I heard her say, ow. And he was all like, oh, that's when I had to restrain her. I had to pin her against the wall because she was hitting me and stuff. And the boss life was all like, that would be the last fucking time you put your hands on me. You would never in your life put your hands on me. You constantly do that. And when he went inside, she would talk to me, talking about some, yeah, he's worried about, he always giving me a hard time because he's worried about Armani going back on pills. So he don't want her to get back on pills. So every time he's trying to jump on my case, so Armani don't have a slide back on drugs. And I'm sitting there like,
wait. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Did you just say that Armani was on drugs? Pills? What kind of pills was she on?
Pain pills.
What kind of pills was she on?
Perks and all that. Yeah.
She was taking painkillers?
Yeah. But she said that was before boss life.
Was that before, so that was before the baby?
Yeah, that was before.
Where was she getting the pain pills from?
I'm guessing, I honestly don't know. I'm guessing that's when he was doing lean and she was taking pills. That's what I'm
Was that the only?
Huh?
Was that the only drug Armani was using?
That's what Boss Life said, but I've never seen Armani do anything when I went around. She was barely even drinking. Like she'll have a little drink here and there. But yeah. But that's what Boss Life was saying. Like she was saying that he's scared that she's gonna have a relapse. And he's trying to say that I'm gonna cause her to have a relapse and all that. And I'm sitting there like, how would you cause her to have a relapse? So mind you, both of them is coming out saying stuff to me every time each one would go inside the house. So I told him, I was all like, this girl can't do all this shit by herself. I'm gonna help. Like, I'm not about to. So I'm going in grabbing stuff here and there. But I knew what he was trying to do because he was trying to get in my ear. And this is what he does. He likes to sit there and say stuff to have you not believe what the other person is saying and start to go and have people go against them. So, and he was all like, yes, she kept on, she's saying that I hit her, but I never hit her. I would never hit her. I would never, I was trying to restrain her. She's the one that was, she threw her phone at me. And I was like,
I said, okay, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. And so it was, it was like he just kept like he just when I was like, okay, we're about to go and take her, he said, well, do you mind taking me to go to go get my tire fixed? And I'm like, in the car with her? So I'm like, okay. So he hop in, P&D and Boss Life hop in. Boss Life is talking about, you're going to give me back my fucking money that I gave you. You owe me, I think she said like $30,000 or 20,000. And I was sitting there like, I was all like, oh, he was all like, I'm going to give you back what I can. He was like, because you know that other money was spent on the bills. She was like, there's no way that 30,000 was spent on the bills. She was all like, you're going to give me my fucking money. And so, you know, hold on.
This is terrible, y'all. Hold on. She's on mute. I don't want her baby to hear me. Congratulations to Tamara. Go ahead.
So, yeah, they're just, he finally ended up stopping at an ATM. And he was like, this is all I can give you. And then the rest, I will cash app you. So he gave her like 500 from the ATM, or was it 1,000? I forgot what it was, but he gave it to her. But I think what was going on, he was trying to save face because I was in the car. Because I honestly feel like if I wasn't there, he wouldn't have given her shit at all. And the crazy thing is that he was taking money from her and her money, but was trying to pay for everything that, like, when we went out to eat or we went out to drink, he would pay for the stuff. So I feel like as though that's his way of getting people to, you know, relax and think that he's going to pay for them. And he's not that type of person. But then once you get into the house, that's when all hell breaks, like all hell lets loose. So we get to he was all like, well, can we stop by my car before you take her to the hotel? And she was all like, she doesn't mind. So we go to the car because the towing man was there. So the towing man is fixing the truck. P&D was like, she wants to get something to eat. And I'm like, I thought we were taking her to the hotel. So we're there and I'm like, okay, well, you two are cool now? Like, everything is okay? Because I'm thinking at the same time, like, he might have hit her, but at the same time, what he was telling me, he got in my head. He really did get in my head. So I was like, okay, well, maybe she did hit him, and that's why now she's calm and she doesn't want to go to the hotel. So we go in and we're talking. She comes back out. P&D pulls Boss Life and TK to the side. They start talking. I walk over there, and he was still trying to act like he didn't do anything. But she was like, you can't keep on doing this to me. I've done too much for you. You'll never find another one like me. And he was all like, I know. I don't want to lose you. And P&D was like, listen, next time, if anything ever happens, before you even think about hitting her, if this is what she did. She was like, if you did do something to her, if you did put your hands on her, if you feel like you're going to do that, just call me. I'll come and pick up us. Like, don't revert to that. And he was like, yeah, I need to go talk to a therapist and I really need to seek some help. He said, because, he started talking about how he had childhood trauma and he never had a mom who loved him. So he don't know how to really react to women. And he really had us feeling bad for him. He really did. He had us feeling bad for him. And I was all like, damn, okay. So I was like, well, are we all cool here? Because I think like he really is like apologetic and he feels real bad. And let's just all go inside and get some tacos. And mind you, it was a bar right there. I was like, I need to go get me a drink. Right. So let's go get some tacos and a drink. And so we go in and we get some tacos and he has Boss Life sit by him and me and no. It was P&D and Boss Life sitting on that side at first, and then me and him was over here. Then when I got up, P&D got out and came and sat by on this side, and he went and sat by her. And he started whispering stuff in her ear. I don't know what he whispered, but whatever he whispered, it was like her whole guard just went down. It just completely went down, and he was sitting there like whispering in her ears and saying, I love you. Like, and when he said, I love you, that's when I could hear it because he finally said it out loud. He said, I love you. And she said, I love you too. And he was like, so are we good? And she was like, yeah. And so then he was like, so you coming back to the house? Are you going to give me some? And she was all like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the house. P&D is coming with me though. P&D, I said, yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable like just leaving you there without P&D. And so then I was all like, and plus I got to get home to my kids. So if you're not going to, yeah, I'm not going back to the house. So now that the car is fixed, so if you're not going to the hotel, then I got to get back. So let me know. So what happened? Oh yeah. So we leave, and due to his car, he had the car where it was the small one. You couldn't put all her bags in there. So I had to follow them back to the house. And he was like, you want to come? No, I don't want to come in at all. And so he was like, yeah, you guys can sleep in the bed with me. And Boss Life was like, oh, any other time he don't want us to sleep in there. He comes to our rooms. And so they went in. I left. I went home. I messaged Boss Life to check up on her. I was like, hey, is everything okay? And when I saw she didn't respond back, but I saw that he was live, I went on his live and I saw that they were all in the room, in the bed together. And I was like, okay, I guess everything was cool. Well, after that, let's fast forward because we were doing.
Okay, let me interrupt you for just 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do that segment. Do you think that Boss Life gave him the money back?
I think she did, to be quite honest. Because remember when she finally left and she went live and was showcasing a stack of money on the table? talk about daddy, I'm ready to come back home. I honestly think she did. I honestly think she did. Because he wasn't about to allow her to keep that money. So now we're at the poly auditions. And he asked me to do them. And I told my fiance, hey, he said he was going to pay me. Do you mind? He was like, as long as he pays you, then you can go ahead and do it. I said, okay. So we're doing the poly auditions, and I'm peeping how they're all just like degrading and talking down to everyone. And I'm sitting there like, wow. But then with me, I don't know if you guys caught it one time. I was all like, yeah, I'm playing the part, playing the role. I was like, yeah, ooh, I love eating ass and da da da. But then they asked, have you guys ever did anything?
Right.
And he answered for me. And I was all like, well, and he was like, no, we ain't never did. I was like, yeah, no, we've never done anything.
I remember that.
And like every time that question will arise, he will speak over me. And I'll be like, yeah, no, we never did anything. And it was like, why don't I just tell the truth? But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm like, if he really hit Boss Life and he did what he did, like, I don't want to have to deal with that. Like, it was more so fear in the back of my mind. And then fear of if my fiance found out what he would do.
Right.
And I was scared of losing him too. So I was like, I'm going to just keep quiet. So we sitting there, and I remember when we linked up, he came to my boy. He was DJing for Moneybag, yeah. And I was at Dre's. TKO was there. He was coming. And he was all like, hey, you at Dre's? I was like, yeah. He was all like, okay, well, you mind if I come in with you? And I was like, okay, cool. I thought he had the girls, but yeah, no, he didn't have the girls. So, Lachey was there, but she ended up disappearing. The crazy thing is, it was a good thing that my tire caught a flat, because at this time, this is when I realized, like, oh, this man is fucking crazy.
Oh, shit.
So I'm in the car, and he was all like, why don't you just leave your car here, and then you come back to the house with me, and we be with each other. And I was like, but my car, it needs to be, like, I need to change my flat. And he was all like, well, it's going to be here in the morning. And I was like, no, like, I need to handle it now. So the people, they said they was going to take a while. And my boy, he was around my waist and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there like, what are you doing? And like, I will move away. So he said, I don't know where I think he said he was going to the bathroom. So I told my boy, I'm going to get out of here. Like, I didn't feel comfortable. So I ended up just leaving the spot, and I'll go and wait in the car. I left TKO. TK, he ended up coming back out to the car, and he was like, where you go? I was like, oh, the people said they was here, so I was coming here to check it. So he was all like, well, just come and sit in the car with me. And I was all like, okay. We get into the car. He grabs my neck.
Ooh.
And he was all like, come here. Why you keep fucking running from me? He was like, do you not want me? And I was like, yeah. And like, I'm stunned. I was like, yeah, yeah, I want you. He was like, so why you don't fucking show me? And I was sitting there like, can you? And that's when he put his lips on mine. And I was all like, oh shit. So then he, like, I moved away and he finally dropped his hands from around my neck. And I'm like, getting on the phone, texting my boy, hey, are you in there? Come on out. I'm looking at my phone doing this. Come out, come on out. You done DJing? Come on out, because I need you to come out here. My boy comes out and he pulls up around and I go into his car and left TK there. And he was like, so what I was like, I'm waiting on them to come and fix my car. He was like, well, what about your boy? I was like, oh, no, he's good. He's about to go home to his people. And he was like, oh, okay. I said, but I'll be back. I'm about to go because I forgot I had my purse up and down. So I'm about to go grab my purse and everything. I go and grab my purse, and then TK was like, Trina, come here. I go over there. I was like, huh? What's going on? And he was all like, so you're not going to come to the house? I was like, no, he's just going to wait with me. You go ahead since you got to get home. He's going to wait with me, and you go ahead. And then he gave me this look like, oh, so you going to wait with him? I was like, yeah. So he sat there and he drove off, and I was in the car with my boy. And I ended up, my boy was all like, let's go to the table. So I told him, I said, okay, I'll meet you over there. He goes in, and I just like sit in my car, and I'm like, I break down. And I was like, yeah, no, that man is crazy. I can't, no. I don't know what he thinking. He thinking something going on. I don't know what the fuck he thinking, because we was never on that type of level. Like, it was more so business. So for him to come and grab my neck and then try to put his mouth on me, that was the final straw. And I don't know if anybody paid attention, but I ain't do another poly audition. And I told him, I said, I can't do no more of the auditions. My fiance won't let me. And like, I was getting teased for that after that. People was like, that's why he didn't pick you. He didn't want you, and that's why. And I'm like, no, I stopped doing the poly audition. It's not that he didn't pick me, he didn't want me. I told him I didn't want to do it no more. And after that, I cut off all ties. And I was all like, I'll never ever go around him again. The last time that I've heard from him, besides the time that we did that big old show, the last time that I heard from him was when he was letting me know that he had the baby. That was the last time that I heard from him, was when he had the baby. But I had cut off all communications, everything. That right there was like the final straw. And I just couldn't. I couldn't, because that wasn't a sexual type of grip on my neck. That was a, you gonna you gonna come with me, you gonna do as I say type of grip. Because it was like I was feeling the pressure in my head. So,
Wow. Wow. Okay, so can we go back? We need to go back on a few things. Number
mhm.
one, Did you discuss thoroughly what happened while you guys were in LA from your account, what you can remember?
Oh no, I didn't. Which time in
Okay,
LA?
so
Because it was 2 times.
let's discuss both of them. The first time and the second time. And then we're going to go
Okay.
into when you guys were at the casino. So let's talk
Well,
about the first time you guys were in LA. How did that come about?
so my my agent, she was telling Howard about me, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw her when she had her all pink birthday party." He was like, "Yeah, bring her down." So I went down there, and he was all like, "Why you didn't tell me you was gonna be in?" See, you don't never tell me. I don't know if y'all just heard him say that on the live, but he was live when he said that. He was all like, you ain't never tell me that you was gonna be down here." And I was all like, I could have sworn I did. I could have sworn I said it on your live, even though I know I didn't. But that's what I said. I was like, I could have sworn I did, because I didn't want the the moment to be awkward in the while we're there shooting. So I was like, I thought I did. So he was around, and I'm guessing that's when Boss Life and what is that girl name? It starts with the E, if I'm not mistaken. The one that joined him recently with, and her mom was going to be a part of it or something like
AKA
that.
the Benz, aka the Benz.
Oh yeah, Benz. Yeah, she was there, and they ended up coming out there, and Boss Life was all like, "Oh, Trina shows up anywhere that TK is at," and I was like, "Really? No, I got hired for this, but I'm trying to figure out like what was her thing with me. I don't know if she felt that he had a thing for me, and so she was upset. And I was like, shit, I thought we were cool, but um, he was asking me to come to his hotel, and I was all like, oh, where are you staying? And he was like, he told me the hotel. I was like, oh, okay, well, I got to finish this out. And when they offered me another part to do, because I was done, but they offered me another part. I was like, oh, well, I can't come. I got to do this. So as soon as I finished that, I left. But he was telling me to come to the hotel, and I'm guessing that's where well, not guessing, I know that's where Boss Life and Ben's was. So it was like after a while, like all my communication with him, like I was keeping it real short with him. When we did what was that shit called? Wolf's Folly? When we did
Yeah,
Wolf's
yeah, yeah.
Folly, yeah, when we did the Wolf's Folly, and I was supposed to be the lead.
Right.
I don't know what happened if he told them, but they ended up switching me to the other part and gave that white girl the lead. But they had put me and him in this one room, and I was all like, I didn't know he was in there at first. I was in there changing my clothes, and then in come he walks, and I was all like, oh, this your dressing room? My fault. He was all, yeah, they put us. I was like, no, I'm gonna go over here to this dressing room. I'm good. You go ahead because you need all the space that you can get. And that's when I went into the other room. And anytime that he would leave out, that's when I would go in and change. But my part got changed from the lead to a side piece. And yeah, I wasn't feeling too good that day. I was overly sick, and I wasn't feeling good. So, and we were there the entire night, and I just really didn't didn't really converse with him that much. And even when we had our scene together, I wasn't conversing.
Wow. Okay.
And
So
he
that
was a
was the first. Go
hmm?
ahead. Finish your sentence. Go ahead, baby. Finish your sentence, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask about. Go ahead.
It was no, I was about to go to a different time, but go ahead.
Okay. So that was the first time you guys were in LA, right?
Well, Wolf Folly was the second time we were in LA. The first time was when we did the shoot, and he had Boss Life and Benz with him.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then the second time you guys were in LA, what happened at that point in time?
Hold on, I think I'm getting the times mixed up.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
give you time to
think
think about
Benz,
it.
I think Benz and Boss Life came the second time. We was on Wolf Folly, and they had that threesome.
Wait a minute. Who had a threesome?
Benz, Boss Life, and TK.
Oh, okay. So they had the threesome in LA?
Yeah,
Okay, so when Boss Life popped up in LA and TKO said he didn't ask her to come, that's when AKA the Benz also met them at the hotel?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, and then that night they all had a threesome.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's when she was introduced to the whole ordeal. But yeah,
Right. And
I was keeping it, huh?
so and that do you believe that's the reason why he wanted you to come back to the hotel with the two of them and him?
I'm thinking so, but you know what? He's saying that he didn't know Boss Life was there, but how else would she find his hotel? You
And the
gotta
room
give
number
the
and the
address, right?
floor.
Right.
Right.
You gotta give the
She knew. She
address.
said she knew. She said she
Yeah.
knew. She told everybody that it was planned. It was planned content. You know, oh my God, she's stalking me. You know, it was planned content for Big O. But we all figured it out because no, there's no way nobody can know what floor you're on, what room you're
Right.
in, what hotel you're at. So yes,
Right.
okay.
Right.
So
And he yeah, he sent me the address to where he was and everything. I just never went at all. Never.
okay, so I have another question. The whole time this LA fiasco and everybody's running around doing threesomes and shit, and where was Armani?
In Vegas.
And did she have any notion of what was going on at all?
I don't know. And you know what, in all honesty, he don't even care if she knew because he be moving foul with her. He don't care.
Right.
He do
Even though
not
she
care.
was in the live, once the live cuts off, we don't know what's going on, you guys. Once I turn this camera off, you guys would never know what happens if I fall or what. I'm just saying, I'm just using that for an example, but you don't know what happens once the cameras go off.
Right.
So let me clarify the question. Once the cameras went off and you were still present, did
Mm-hmm.
Armani call after that? Did she have any contact with TKO after that or anything?
Shit, not that I know of. Not that I
Okay.
know, but anytime that I was around, like when I was faithfully around at first, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no. Like he would call her and be like, hey, I'm
Mm-hmm.
heading home. Do you want anything? But besides that,
Right.
you know,
So she was probably told not to call him or disturb him while he was busy. Because he thinks, okay, anyways, no personal opinions involved. Okay. So the second time that you can remember the LA, is there any significant incident that happened then or
mhm.
okay, baby. Give her a minute, you guys. Give her 1 minute. Let her take care of her situation really quick, please. Well, we have heard a lot of revolting developments in this interview. I'm just kind of letting her talk, and I'm kind of freestyling, letting her do her thing because I notice she gets off track just a little bit. So I want her to remember as much as she can. Okay, you guys. So I'm not questioning her the way I did the other interview. I have different interviewing styles. With her, I kind of just got to let her speak and express herself because there's so much that has happened, and I want to make sure she remembers as many details as she possibly can, so we can understand what she went through, how she was feeling, her emotions from A to Z. Okay, you guys. So just please be patient with us, and we're going to get through it. Okay.
I'm back. But
Okay.
now what you asked about the second time?
I said the second time that you guys were in LA together, is there any significant things that you can remember happening?
The only thing, like for instance, like I said, when I was in there and he came into the dressing room and he was all like, I said, "Oh, is this your dressing room?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go into there." He's like, "No, you don't have to." I was like, "You know, I'm good. I'm gonna go over here." And it went from me being lead to old girl having a lead. I don't know if he told them like, "Yeah, no, we don't." Yeah, I don't think that we would have vibe. I don't know what he told them, but they took me off of that lead and had me as the smaller piece.
Wow. So whatever he asked them, they must have figured something out and said, "Hey, let's go ahead and change this around a little bit."
Because even the makeup artist and the hairstyle, they was like, "Yeah, we need to get Trina B into the chair because she goes first. She's the lead role. And so we need to make sure that all of her stuff is done." Then all of a sudden, the producer comes in, whispers something in her ear, and then she was like, "Oh, I guess they changed the role." So, yeah.
Wow.
But
Okay.
he was the type, like, for instance, if you don't do something for him,
Yes, let's get into that.
if you don't do anything for him, he would give you the cold shoulder. Like, I started to notice, like, if I didn't gift him, when I come in, at first he used to be like, "What up, Trina B?" If I didn't gift him, he would give me the cold shoulder. Then all of a sudden, if I give him, he be like, "Oh, Trina B, what's up, Trina B? Yo, my face." Like, he'll just start doing all of that. And then he'll text me, be like, "Hey, when you going to come around? When you coming over? I miss you," and stuff like that. Like, he used to do that type of shit. He used to always play those type of mind games. But that was the final straw at that damn club. When he grabbed my neck, that was the final straw. I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good."
Damn. So the first incident that you walked us through, I'm gonna ask you a direct question because you never answered it, and I'm doing this because I want this on record because this is being recorded. And are you okay with me asking you a line of okay? Number one, did Antonio Keller violate you?
Yes.
Number two, did Antonio Keller rape you? You shaking your head, baby. Can you please use your words? Just for recording references. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but I need you to say, just because we are recording this, and give her time, you guys. I need this put on record.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Did Antonio Keller rape you more than one time?
No, I wouldn't allow myself to go back over there like that by myself.
Okay. I have another question. Did Antonio Keller sexually assault you more than one time?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure that that was on record. So we have on record that Antonio Keller, aka TKO Capone, has raped Trina B on one occasion, and she has stated that he has sexually assaulted her on two occasions or more. But she specifically said two occasions. Okay. So now I want you to take me to the day that you guys went to the casino.
The day that when we went to which one? Because it was two times. The one where the girls came and the time when they wasn't with us.
Explain to me the time that the girls came, and then we'll go on to the time that the girls weren't with you.
So, when the girls came, it was for my birthday. And we were getting there pretty late because the girls they didn't finish getting dressed on time. And of course I was trying to make sure I was looking good for my birthday. But when we got there, it was like he just kept on saying, you know what, we don't need a table. We're gonna go ahead and get in. And by the time they got there, it was too late to go into the Dre's upstairs. We ended up going to the after hours downstairs. And I was able, my connection was able to get us in into the Dre's down after hours downstairs. And, he went live and he was showing us all what we're doing. And Armani, she wasn't too into it. She didn't want to be there. And at the same time, I didn't really want to be there because I just felt uncomfortable being there around him. And it was like, okay, let's cool. And then he was all like, hey, smile a little bit. He whispered in my ear, smile a little bit. You're good. He was all like, it's your birthday. Let's all go get a drink. And I was like, okay, cool. So we go and get a drink. And it's over here at this bar on the left side. And we're getting a drink. And we all take our shots. I forgot about this fucking part.
Okay. It's okay. Take your time.
I completely forgot about this part. That's crazy how you allow for your mind to forget things.
It happens when you've been assaulted.
The girls walked forward, and as soon as they turned their back against us, he grabbed my face and started kissing me, and I was like, oh shit, what are you doing? And I pulled away and I looked at them. I was like, what the fuck? And then, nigga, you live? What the fuck you? After that, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm over it. She wanted to go. I said, yeah, come on, let's go. Armani wanted to go. And I was like, yeah, all right, come on, let's go. Because after that, I just felt so uncomfortable. Because I got a fiance. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know why you think it's okay to just keep grabbing me and trying to kiss me and do all of that.
So he was extremely attracted to you. I see, but his attractive comes with aggression as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you said he grabbed your face, grabbed your face and kissed you. Did Armani witness this?
They had turned. We were all walking in a straight line. It was Armani, then Boss Life. As soon as they turned, that's when he grabbed my face and started kissing on me. And I was all like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
And it was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, fuck, I don't want them to think like I'm trying to get with him or anything like that. Like, Did they just see what happened? Did anybody see him? Plus, your ass is on live. But the crazy thing
Right.
is, he gave the phone to Boss Life. He gave the phone to Boss Life to take the phone to do the live. When he did that and they walked that way, that's when he grabbed me
Oh,
by my face. So, yeah, we left. And then that's when he was talking about going to the pepper mill. How he wanted to take us out to eat for my birthday. And I didn't even want to be there. But I
okay.
didn't want to have anybody feel away. So, yeah.
Okay. So Armani was present, didn't see it. Had at any point had you and Armani had any conversation at all about TKO being attracted to you, him possibly wanting you to come into the house? You guys never discussed the relationship between you and TKO at all?
Mm, mm.
That was
Because
intentional.
that's the thing. It wasn't a relationship between me and him. It was supposed to be on a
No, I'm not
business.
saying that. No,
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 I
I'm not
know
saying you guys were in
business.
a relationship. I'm talking whatever type of relationship, whether it been a friendship, situationship, a business partnership, whatever it had been. I was wondering, did you guys ever have any type of conversation about
Yeah,
any of it at all?
no,
No.
not at all.
Okay. All right. So we went to the casino when you were with the women. Now let's go to the casino when you weren't with the women at all. It was you and him. Can you walk us through that
Mm-hmm. So,
if you're ready?
Lachey, she was supposed to meet up with us. So that's also another reason why I agreed to everything. Because Lachey, she was supposed to come with us.
Okay.
And so she was all like, hey, boo, I'm here. I was like, okay, I'm on my way. She said, I talked to TK and he said that he's on his way. Well, it ended up happening that on my way there, I caught a flat. I caught a real bad flat. And um, I was all like, shit, I'm stuck over here. I'm going to have to pull in and try to get a hold of them. He was all like, okay, well, I'm about to go. He said, well, I'm here. I'm about to go in to try to find Lachey. And then he was live and he ended up finding Lachey. And then I had to walk up to go and talk to the people because the people who was coming to fix the tire, they said they was going to be there for a while. They wasn't going to be there for a while. So I had to go in and talk to some of the security. And as I'm walking up, he sees me. He was like, oh, here go Trina B, guys. And he showed me on the camera. He was like, yeah, so we're about to go into Dre's to go see Money Bag, yo. And I was like, well, I got to go talk to security because I need to make sure they don't tow my car since they're gonna,
Right.
it's going to take them a while. Well, I talked to security. I showed them where my car was, and then the lady said, "Well, we'll keep on watching it because that's actually employee parking, but we'll keep an eye out on it. You should be good." So we get into the Dre's, and he's right there next to me, trying to put his arms around me, wrap his arm and stuff, and I'm like scooching away from him, like every time I'm doing like this. So he says, I'm like telling my boy, I'm like, hey, I'm here. Can you let me up? And so he was like, yeah, just come up. So I'm walking up and he's sticking up close behind me. And I'm telling the guard, like, yeah, I'm here with so and so and Money Baggo and all of them. And he was like, where's your wristband? I was all like, I don't need a wristband because I'm with them. He was like, no, him. Where's his wristband? And I was like, oh, he doesn't have one. He was like, well, y'all can't get in if he don't have one. And so I'm looking at, I was all like, damn, let me message my boy. And so then, but I didn't really message my boy to be like, hey, can you get my boy a wristband? Because that's not, I didn't even, the Shay wasn't with us. She ended up leaving to go somewhere else. So now I'm just over the situation. And my boy was all like, if I don't respond back to you, that's because I'm on the stage with him. And which he was. He was on the stage. I knew everything that was going on, but I was pretending like I was messaging him. So then TK goes to the bathroom and I message my boy like, hey, I'm about to go outside, so I'll see you later. So I leave TK so I could get away. Next thing you know it, I'm sitting out there and I'm sitting in the car and I'm talking to the tow people. And I'm like, hey, when are you guys coming? Like, what's going on? And that's when TK, he ended up finding me and he pulled me, he told me to come to the car so that we could be in a car where the AC was. Or was it no, it was the heat, because it was cold around that time. And I got in there and we're sitting there and then I don't know how it happened, what led to that. No, I remember. Because he was all like, why don't you leave the car here and come to my house? Come to my house with me and come with me to my bed and then we'll come back to your car in the morning. I said, I can't leave my car here. Like, it would be towed. Like, he was more focused on me coming to his house than me getting my car fixed. And when I was like, no, I can't do that, he ended up grabbing me by my neck and squeezing. And then he was all like, he sat there and tried to kiss me. And he said, why you act like you don't want to, you act like you don't want to be with me. Well, you don't like me, you don't want to be with me. And I was all like, yeah, yeah. And I'm sitting there like, why are you doing this? Like, yeah. And he squeezed it. I could feel it, like to the point to where, when somebody's choking you,
Yeah.
and you feel all that pressure and it's hard for you to breathe. Well,
Right.
that's
I
what it
definitely
was.
understand that. Okay, I got to interrupt you really quick because I do have a question because we just went over this account, but we're going over this account because somebody else was asking me about it. Now, he was asking you as he was choking you, you don't want to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
At any point in time, did you guys discuss you being with him? Because I'm trying to figure out why would he choke you and say that?
Nope, not at all. That's why
Was
I
he
was all
drunk?
like, no, I don't think he was
The
drinking
nigga's
that night.
delusional. He don't have to be drunk to be doing this shit. Stop asking
No,
stupid
well,
shit.
I don't.
Him.
God damn,
Mhm.
they getting my damn nerves.
This is him sober.
I'm about to end this shit. This shit trying to
Yeah,
hurt me.
because
Dead
I
ass.
don't think he had anything to drink because he wasn't drinking when we went inside there. Now, if he grabbed a drink before I walked up, but I doubt that because he was on the live. So yeah, no, he wasn't.
So, in his mind, at that point in time, he was thinking that you guys were going to be together. So when he choked you, he asked you, "So you don't want to be with me?"
Don't want to be with me. Right. He was like,
And
you acting like you don't want to be with me. So why don't you want to go back to the house? And hold on. I apologize. Hey,
okay, we're
yeah.
gonna get into why she was on Poly Editions, you guys. I'm gonna get into that next. Yeah, we went over the final straw already. I'm just reiterating this for a reason. Okay, you guys will see. You guys will understand in a minute. He doesn't like rejection. Yes. Give her 1 minute, you guys. Okay. Because it is getting late. I just want to make sure we cover all angles. And he was explaining that too. She said that he explained that to her. That's why he acts the way he does.
Okay.
That's why he acts the way he does, because something traumatic happened to him. Okay, go ahead, baby.
So, yeah. And he was like, so why don't you want to come to the house and all that? And I'm like, I gotta fix the car. Like, I gotta fix the car. Like, I can't just leave it here and then I gotta go home to the babies. So after that, before, like, in the middle of us talking, he ended up kissing me on my lips while he was choking me and doing all of that. And after that, that's when I get on the phone and I'm start texting my boy, like, are you done yet? Like, you done DJing? Come outside. Come outside. I'm out here. Come meet me. Like, if it was something like really going on with him, you think I would bring another man out to come and get me? So I'm like messaging him, like, hey, come out. I'm out here. Come out here. I'm like right by this. Da da da. So my boy ended up coming out. I was like, oh, there go my boy. Hold on. I get out of his car and I go into my boy car. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna just chill with you until, the people come. And then that's when TK, he was like, hey, yo, Trina. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna stay with him. You could go ahead and go home. I'm gonna stay with him because he's gonna be out here all night, and I know you got to get back to the house. So just go ahead and go. And he was like, oh, so you gonna stay with him? And I was,
Yeah, y'all, so I'm about to end this shit. She talking too much. I honestly, we're just going around and around and around and around endlessly, no shade. But yeah, it's been nice. This shit has triggered the fuck out of me. I done taken a whole fucking nap, done woke back up. These motherfuckers still talking. No shade. I want to hear her story. I'm interested. That's why I made sure I came on live. But bitch, I gotta take my ass to sleep. I'm sorry. If y'all want to watch shit, y'all can go to the live. Yeah. All right.